Today we're checking out the new Google TV 4K Plus streaming device from Walmart. Price is only $29.88, so definitely one of the cheapest 4K streaming devices. You can see the box has a new design. I guess they're going away from the lime green color. Has a quad-core Cortex A55 processor, 2 GB of RAM, 16 GB of storage. It's got Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos. Also has Wi-Fi 6 and dual band Wi-Fi, so you have 2.4 and 5 GHz. Good to see the AAA batteries are included. Pretty simple remote control, somewhat similar size to a Fire TV remote. Has most of the stuff that you would want. Directional arrows, OK button, your voice assistant, live TV, home button. Has a free TV section. You get your app shortcuts down here at the bottom for Netflix, YouTube, Disney Plus, and Paramount Plus. And it has TV controls as well. Up in the corner on the remote control, it gives you the option of Google Home, device input, or you can choose any app that you have installed to make that start button a shortcut, similar to the 4 app buttons down at the bottom of the remote. HDMI cable is included. You've also got a USB-C wall adapter. I assume they did it that way so you don't try to plug it into the back of your TV. You also have some instructions right on the box itself. Looks like they also include some adhesive tape if you want to mount this to the back of your TV. Actually looks like a really small Roku box. It has a nice design to it. Kind of a matte plastic here on the top, super shiny around the edges. Here on the back you've got your HDMI port, USB-C for power, and your reset button. Also has some nice silicone feet here on the bottom. It's pretty simple to pair the remote control by holding home and back buttons for about 5 seconds. You can either set this up with your phone, which is probably faster, or the remote control. Mine also had a system update. You'll probably want to do that before getting started. It didn't take very long for mine. Then you'll see the Google TV boot up screen where you can choose which apps you want installed, or you can do that later. I also noticed the remote control powers my Roku TV on and off, also controls the volume, and I didn't have to do any extra steps. Make sure you have it plugged into the eARC HDMI port on the TV. Not sure if it works this easy because my TV is an on Roku TV from Walmart, but that's definitely nice to see. As you can see on the home screen, it looks very similar to most other Google TV streaming devices. I know I've seen some people say that this is faster than you would think considering the price, and yeah, I would have to agree. It seems to have pretty good boot up time. It didn't feel slow or sluggish moving around the software really at all from what I've seen so far. It may be hard to tell from this footage, but everything looks nice and sharp. Everything seems to be playing nice and smooth so far. Even with this TV in a room that has a lower Wi-Fi signal, it still seems to play pretty smooth. You'll also notice that it does have updates for the remote control. I'm guessing there was something they had to fix, but we'll have to see how it goes after using this for a while. Then of course you have all the settings to adjust like most other Google TV streaming devices, like screensaver, Wi-Fi, Google Home, accessibility, audio output, Bluetooth, and so on. You can also use Google Photos, Art Gallery, or Experimental for the ambient mode while there's nothing playing. So far from what I've seen, I think it's going to be pretty hard to beat this on Google TV 4K Plus streaming device considering the price.